Good morning, everybody. Mr. Moo here in the cockpit, here in Dropship Command, MW5 Mercenaries, and yeah, poking around. Let's see here. That back up. Of course, I ran some updates on Stream Deck, and that borked everything. So we're doing everything manually today, and that should probably include moving over to here. And there we go. Okay, yeah, we got a game. All right. Couple of mods, nothing too terribly game-breaking. Better markets and tonnage limitation removed. I think that's all I've gotten there. Pretty sure. Probably a third one there, I can't recall though. But nothing game-breaking, nothing that says, you know, oh, we're putting clan mechs in here. No. Ain't doing that. So, Monday, how's everybody doing? We're going to try to get through some story work today. And, yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to go through some more lore here as we move along. There's a double heatsink for sale. Well, that's mine now. What else we got for sale? An AC5 burst fire. Tempting, but it's not double heatsinks. Also, Mark 1 mask for, you know, 20-25 ton max. Later. Kennard has a rare mech for sale. Brodos has a hero mech for sale. Let's see what's for sale here. Because if I can find the Kintaro, well, that turns into a Disc 1 nuke. Hope everybody's good. Enjoying the weather here in Seattle. Hero Commando. It's a scaled down Javelin F. Okay. No. Nope. So just poking around here, see if I can find any fun rare weapons to play with. Oh, large pulse laser. Okay, now we're in some interesting territory. And an LRM-10 with Artemis 4. I'd go for a 15 or a 20. Probably the 15s, actually. But this pulse laser, that's mine now. Firestarter, Jenners, Locusts, Panthers. Nothing too terribly exciting. Crimson Crusade, don't need to do that. Alright, let's get the rep up a little bit more, and let's see what kind of mess we can make. Demolition contract for the Davians. Well, we aim to please. So, first contract of the day, difficulty 10, not too terribly worried about that. Very high C-bill payout. I am happy with this. Now, I'm not happy with the, you know... We'll just max out what we can on C-bill negotiation. hostiles, but, you know, extreme snow, restricted visibility. My kind of show.
Conditions will interfere with your sensors and will most likely restrict visibility. Be careful out there.
And we've got, yeah, so we've got a grasshopper running. Pretty sure I got a streak 2 on that thing. Got an archer, got a stalker, and we've got a charger number 7. Never thought I'd be piloting a charger, but here we are. So let's see what it can do. You know, there is a mod. If I could get a mod for this game, it would be bring back the pilots from BattleTech. I want Decker. I want Glitch. Yeah, I want somebody. Did you see that? Did you see it? When she just, you know, utterly annihilates a mech with a clean headshot or something. Or an ammo explosion. I'm not picky. I like my stompy robots in all kinds of flavors.
We have friendlies under assault from hostile forces. Link up with them and hold off the enemy advance as long as possible.
This is not a demolition contract.
Yourself, Commander. Eventually, you will need to fall back to the evac point.
Oh.
Target down.
Okay, the large pulse lasers. All right.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target, Spider.
Lens target confirmed. Firing.
Oh, we need to take out a spider anyway. Sorry, Jumpy.
What a poor attempt.
Come here, Hobbles.
Target destroyed.
Goodbye. This is a hell of a blizzard. We even got thunder snow going on over here.
Target acquired.
Coordinated fire on requested target.
Kill that hover tank. J. Edgar Hover.
They've detected your presence, Commander. I'm seeing multiple tangos on scope, converging on your current position.
So game lore-wise, we are still a few years away from absolute Charlie Foxtrot. That's the 4th Succession War. Oop. Hey guys.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Bye.
Enemy eliminated.
Target destroyed.
Goodbye.
Coordinated attack target received.
So I gotta say, I do like the number 7. As a charger, it is not a bad machine.
Enemy vehicle spotted.
You must have really kicked over the beehive here, Commander.
It's a
More
gift.
hostiles inbound.
Target destroyed.
Splorch. Also a decent turn of speed to it. Which, I mean, it's a charger. You expect that. If you have a slow charger, something has gone terribly wrong. Or it's missing a leg. Double check on that.
My kill.
Okay, missile carrier's down.
On the commander's target.
Spider's down. Good coverage here on missions.
They really are gunning for you, Commander. Watch out.
Yeah, hoping everybody had a good weekend. Mine was decent, in case anybody's curious. I mean, well, okay, it was... There's the actual answer, and there's the answer. I'll just say the weekend was alright.
Target acquired.
Make that Phoenix Hawk vanish, people.
New target, Phoenix Hawk.
Oh. Sorry about the noggin. Ow, my noggin.
Target
That one down with a clean headshot.
acquired.
Affirmative. Commander target is now priority.
Sorry about your head. Ow, my head!
Add one more to my kill count.
Come on, Speedy. Where you at? Speedy, Spidey, Splody.
Precision shot. You should be proud. Target down.
Alright, 4 units to go.
Scopes are lighting up with additional
Hopefully a
focus,
mech lance
Commander.
gets dropped, but I doubt that's going to be the case. Stalker is doing quite well. Very nice.
New target.
Coordinating our attack.
Target acquired.
Okay, Warrior VTOL, medium mech. Oh, Vulcan. Well,
That's a
shoot.
mech approaching. Enemy presence confirmed. Taking hit.
Target acquired.
Killed a mech. Copy. Engage commander's target.
Alright, everybody, light that Vulcan up.
New target Vulcan. Target
Mission complete, Commander. Every kill from here out is bonus pay. Stick around as long as you like, but don't get too overconfident.
Doing pretty good, but we got a bit of a slog to get to the drop point, so...
Fall back to the mark nav point when you're ready for evac.
May as well schlep our way on over and see what we can pick up on the way. Good combat bonus, so I mean, even though we're despised, we're making bank on this one. Any dropship support? Does not look like it. Alright. Well, back up the ridge. Let's make a stand here.
We're on your target, Commander.
target acquired.
We've got enemy vehicles on radar.
Target acquired.
Another J. Edgar Hoover. Harasser.
Target destroyed.
But Moo, you might ask, why are you running the tonnage mod? Well, because I bought those mechs, and by damn, I'm going to use them. And seal clubbing sounds a whole lot like somebody else's problem. There, now I got a open field of fire. And a bunch of targets that just do not want to come over the hill. Alright, I guess.
Looks like you've got their attention. I'm showing multiple hostiles incoming on your position.
Oh, too late. They can catch me next time.
Job well done, Commander. Stand by for pickup.
Oh, sure, there's a medium mech shows up on the board, but oh well. Their fault for being late. Alright, yeah, could have gotten a Phoenix Hawk, because, let's see, he's just... So oh yeah, that's the third mod I installed, the HTAL. Which isn't actually showing, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, that Phoenix Hawk has everything intact except his head. Because I am very old school in that I like the old hotel display. You've completed mission 1 out of 2 missions. Oh, okay. Well, moving on then. Glad I didn't stick around. Armor's a little iffy on the... 11 points down, 26 down, 14 down, 8 down. We're good. Let's see what our next fun fest is.
This one is a real piece of work. It's no wonder someone wants
Ah,
them dead.
assassination.
They were last spotted at the locations marked on your map. Once the job is done, head to the eagle
Murder
point
time.
before those sheltering the target get wind of what we're up to here. Nearly there, Commander. Approach the hidden object to pick it up.
Murder time with
Enough.
loot
Ready
boxes.
to start pickup operation.
And it's not even my birthday.
Brilliant. Payload acquired.
I don't trust that building. Somebody knock it down.
Looks like we got some bad intel. Our target is not here. Let's hope we have better look at the other locations.
Okay, J. Edgar. Probably some mechs come pouring out of here. I know the way this thing works.
Target destroyed.
Target down.
So, if I remember right now we are in 3023. 2 years from now, Mad Max Liao is going to, try to pull a power grab in the Federated Suns, try to kidnap Hans Davian and put a body double on the throne. And it would have worked, too, if it weren't for that meddling Ardan Sortek,
Target
aka the Prince's Champion.
Target destroyed.
Hey, Jumpy, how you doing?
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Oh, good heat management on this thing, I'll say that. This is actually a good charger, I like it. Oh, don't like you, though.
Tango eliminated.
Be gone. So your 2 smoking holes where turrets used to be, so that's good. Yeah, it's the old MechWarrior 2 hotel, or HTAL. A little bit better than the paper doll. It's just straight up, you know, left to right, as opposed to the paper doll, which reversed the right and the left on the front. So it was just... It wasn't quite as user-friendly for the graphics as I needed it to be.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Nope. Alright. Now, who's our lucky contestant here? Or is it everybody in the third base? This thing's gonna pop up a turret in a second, I know it. And choppers.
Target down. Looks like we're at the wrong place, Commander.
Okay, they're all going to be at the final base.
Let's check out the other locations.
So noted. Also, go away.
Destroyed.
Alright, looks like... Shoot, the easiest way actually may be to circle around, keep on going this way. Looks like there's a slight gap to the north and the east I can maneuver through.
Target acquired.
Lance target confirmed. Firing.
Target is down.
Oop. And you. Here we go. Okay, here's this little pass we can take.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Alright, everybody, form up.
Target acquired.
Out of my way, trees.
Sensors showing enemies nearby.
Target destroyed.
Yep, here's our friend up here.
I'm detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Positive visual on the target, Commander. I've marked it on your tac screen.
Target destroyed.
Coordinates
Oh, it's a
fire.
cicada.
Requested target.
No, wait, Centurion.
Incoming missile.
Well, I now gotta turn in my mech recognition card.
Great snipe shot.
Heat critical. Target destroyed.
Affirmative. Commander's target is now priority.
Target
We've got our main guy.
Nice
Good
headshot
job.
on that,
We've
punchy.
fulfilled our contract, Commander. Let's get you out of here now.
target acquired. Target destroyed.
Playing this with a friend earlier makes my lance feel outgunned. I may have made a few risky investments, which actually paid off in the end.
Target acquired. Target
Enemy eliminated.
Enemy destroyed.
target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, good pay. Good pay. My mech's aft armor is looking a little weak. I think I'm going to redo that to more conventional armor layout. Basically, it's a 3-to-1. If I remember right, it's supposed to be like a 3-to-1 distribution. So 75% of your armor forward, 25 in the back. Good pay there. Hunchback, Centurion, yeah. How did I say cicada? Good damage, good payout. Good grief. Okay, job rewards. Target lock retention, kinda neat. Target locks fade, take longer to fade. And also faster ballistic projectiles. Good for autocannon and Gauss rifle mechs. Because it's also range increase. Alright, 8 million, let's... I guess let's head to D-Ball and get ourselves set up for some repairs out of the war zone. That archer needs... well, it doesn't need work, actually. It's just that the lasers are a little crummy. That one could use some work, but we'll work on that. Archer, faster projectiles. You've got better warheads, faster cooling. Okay, you're set up pretty well. You're set up pretty well. Expanded sensors, faster cooling, condensed cycle on the lasers, accurate. Okay, good, good. Target lock retention, tempting. Only costs 61 grand. May do something with that. But let's head for Brodus and see what they've got for rare guns. All this stuff fell off of a Comstar dropship. I swear. Fell off the back of a truck, got recovered by some, Good Samaritans who just... Comstar wouldn't take it back, so it's like, okay. Let's see here, SRM-4 and SRM-2... May come in handy down the road. Even that SRM-2 may come in handy down the road, we'll see. This thing definitely needs some upgrades. Well, a little bit of a damage boost, so can't complain too hard. And while we're flying there, let's see what's in Haynesville. And see what we can pick up for hero mechs. Hero Panther, that's the Katana Cat. Oh, that's Minoru Tetsuhara's family panther. The one that somehow he managed to stick 2 particle cannons on. Well, the double heat sinks probably help in that respect. 4 million. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy the cat. We're going to throw it in here. Confirm. All gear has now been stripped. We bring it back. And we sell it for 2 million. Okay, well. Whatever. Still got great value out of it. Let's run a loadout analysis here. See if I can't double heat... yeah, let's pull this single heat sink and this single heat sink and stick in 2 more doubles. And this one. And throw in another double. So cooling is starting to go up really well here. Enjoying this. Getting a kick out of this. Let's see here. The pulse lasers are good. The small laser, it is what it is. Maybe I should stick a tag system on that instead. That'd be pretty good. Okay, better cooling on you. Let's bring your paint job back to the hero design on it, just with my color scheme. That's actually kind of interesting that... So it's got this metallic purple on it, except with some red highlights here and there. And then, of course, all the Lucky Charms logos on it. Yeah, I dig it. All right. So this mech... Oh, the poor SOB that piloted this mech. So, he killed himself. I mean, he had a very lucky machine. He was taking hits that would have trashed mechs, you know, well, I won't say double his size, but 20 tons heavier. Completely fine, always walked away unscathed. One day he does a death from above by trying to, you know, leap off a cliff for extra altitude and land on the guy. And at that point, his gyro, something went wrong with it. It grenaded, and his mech completely locked up, tumbled in midair, and face planted. Crushed the cockpit, killed the pilot, and the most epic face plant in battle mech history was recorded by at least 3 different angles. Okay, Kennard, let's pick up some new missions from the cantina. Let's see here, go to Mercenary Row and collect an industrial mech leg actuator. I can do that. Kill 25 warrior helicopters. Oh, I can do that. Also kill 10 J. Edgars. It's just going to be easier for that than Treasure Hunter. Then again, a lot more job experience, so, you know. Alright, star map, Mercenaries Row, here we are. Let's see what we can find. Assassination contract. A Warzone contract. I mean, I guess I need to work a little bit with the Outworlds Alliance, but... Try to get my rep a little bit better than just Davian fanboy, which I admittedly am. See what we got for contracts. Yes, okay, the industrial mech actuator should be located here. I'm a little mistrusted here. Okay, fine, good. This will help.
Heavy weather warning is in effect, Commander. Your visibility will be compromised out there.
I need to look up. Let's see here. Military service, Fed Sons. Okay, 3026 is where things go to hell for Justin Allard. Alright. I will keep that in mind.
Allied Command has provided us the last known locations of the target. They are more than likely going to stick to any one of the marked locations on the map. Once you neutralize them, head to the evac point for extraction.
Let's take this way around the mountain. We'll come in from the south, and then we'll swing north and west and hit that other base.
There's a strong likelihood we'll find one of our hidden assets on this mission.
And there's my mission target. Okay, perfect. That's a good pickup point. I did not redo the armor on this thing. Oh well.
I'm showing nothing on scopes that can be identified as our targets. We'll have to move on to the next nav point.
Target acquired.
Come on, tank, just explode.
Target
There you go.
destroyed. Target acquired.
Tango eliminated.
Oh, the heat dissipation on this thing is beautiful. Yeah, I'm liking this. Double heat sinks. Cannot recommend strongly enough. There's gonna be more turrets popping up around here.
This location. Make way to the next nav point. We might
Okay,
have more luck
well,
there.
everybody at the last part. Okay, we'll work with that.
Target
And
acquired.
here's the turrets.
Target destroyed.
Add one more to my kill count.
You're still stuck with an Enforcer, Centurion, Spider, and Locust. I mean, for me right now, it's 3023, so I've been, in game time, I've been spending 8 years poking around.
Target acquired.
You know, doing odd job merc work and getting in good with my faction. Because the better better reputation you got with them, the more goodies they let you take.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
That matches the class of beetle we're after. Take it out.
Oop.
Target acquired.
Hey, you.
Target destroyed.
That did not go well for him. But you've got a Centurion and an Enforcer, so you've moved up a ways. Which Centurion? Is it the A, the AH, the AL, or the YLW? I'm assuming not the YLW, but, you know, that's... one can hope. Excuse me.
Target
Hiccup.
Shadowhawk.
Coordinated attack target received.
That hidden asset should be close, Commander.
Hey, hey!
Destroyed.
Knock that off. Right, hidden asset. Gotta find, the thing. The poison. Cusco's poison. Poison from Cusco.
If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to pick it up. Target identified, Commander. Put them down.
And targets in a Shadowhawk H, which is already looking pretty weak in his, torso there. Not long for this world. Oh, with a blackjack as well, because why not?
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Well, denoggenfied him.
Got our target. Nicely done.
Grenaded him.
Now let's pack it in before their friends.
And we're on the other side of this, well, I don't want to say city or strong point, but gonna try to boot up my save and try not to die. Alright. Oh, we got dropships inbound.
Target Commando. Target acquired.
Copy. Commander target is our target.
Steiner power armor.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Enemy eliminated.
Target destroyed.
And we're good.
Target destroyed.
Really?
Target acquired.
Target down.
Go away. And a little extra fire support up here.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
He was not long for this world. Apparently there's a bug in here where dropships, and I know why they did it actually, so it's not a bug. But I think I know exactly what's happening here. Dropship particle cannons only do 65% normal PPC damage. And I'm pretty sure that's because the aggro mechanic is fairly simplistic. The more damage you do, the more the enemy locks onto you. Well, if this dropship, this unkillable dropship with its missile launchers and large lasers and particle cannons, is pulling all the aggro, that's a free pass. Of course, no mech salvage when I take all the salvage. Why would that be? That'd just be silly. Reduced power consumption. More efficient electronic components consume less power, reducing the amount of waste heat generated while operating. Okay. You are definitely going into the charger. Reduced power consumption. 2.5% energy weapon heat reduction. Every little bit helps. Let's head down here to Hickok. Okay, the charger's been refit. Excellent. Just that much more heat efficient. AC-2 burst fire. Pew 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 pew. March 16th, 3024, mysterious bird-like battle mech sighting. That's going to be the Liao Raven, is what that's going to be. The Liao's actually, well, being Liao's, decided to make the sneakiest little bastard they could. Yeah, the Charger N7, one variant that doesn't completely suck. It's a good machine. I'm also getting it to run just that much cooler, and, you know, pretty good. Hickok, there are, yeah, these are the rare weapons I was seeing. Let's move on to Ulysses for the cantina. Doopity-doopity-doo. Collect a crab, collect a Vulcan, or collect 2 Tier 2 large lasers. Yeesh. I mean, I'm not getting rid of that Star League crab just for 1.2 million. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure I have 2 Tier 2 large lasers. And in fact, I don't. Oh crap. Alright. Can I purchase Tier 2 large lasers? I cannot. Well, we aren't doing that one. We're moving on. Let's see what kind of fun we can get up to here.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Nothing much.
What my plans?
What are your plans?
Are you?
Yes.
I'm gonna f***ing kill you!
Hey, medium laser. A good medium laser. That one's mine. SRM2 stream with Artemis 4, not worth the wait. That's a 2-ton... Well, I mean... Yeah, it doubles the tonnage. I could just stick in 2 SRM2s. Well, no I couldn't, but... because of the way the hardpoint system works here, but... I'm not taking that. That's not a thing. What do we got here for a hero mech? A hero cicada. Yay! 2 SRM2s, quad medium lasers, so it's a crappier version of the High there. It's a crappier version of the Hero Javelin. Gibson Federated Battle Mechs, reforged collected lost tech scrap into a combat-ready mech. Double heat sinks, medium... It's... Yeah, no. Also costs 8 million credits. Ooh, hard pass. No. No, no, no. Oh. Let's see what's available here. Raid contract for pirates. Raid and demolition for the Davians. That's probably going to change when I go there, but let's find out. Shoot, and I didn't refit extra heat sinks onto the charger. I do need to refit the armor, though. We'll just screw it. We'll eat the cost here. Hell with it. Collect 2 Tier 2 heavy rifles. Collect 10 SRM2 Tier 0. Actually, that's not too bad. Let's see here. Heavy rifle Tier 2. SRM2 Tier 0, any of that? No, none of that. Before I do anything else, let's get the armor redone here properly. Also, we're going to pull this single heatsink and stick the double in. I don't like sticking double heatsinks into limbs, but when that's all you got, that's what you got. Curious about throwing this medium laser in. Especially given the damage. It's nearly double the damage of this medium. Torso protection there. And right, so 68 armor. 15, 17. Okay. And 100, so that should be 75, 25. Okay, a little bit better build there. Conflict zone penalty. Nah, I'll eat it. This Archer. Do I have better missile launchers in here yet? I don't. Alright. Now let's see what's available. Demolition contract from the Davians. That'll pay out just fine. $2 million C-bills, 18 salvage. Sold. Sold to the guy with the broadsword lapel pin. You know... Hey Ray, how you doing? Sniper, I'm wondering if I just don't have Yenlo Wang available yet because it hasn't reached that trigger in the timeline yet.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
The nav point marked on your tactical display is the objective. We have been contracted to render the whole facility uninhabitable.
What, that's it?
I'll monitor your progress from the dropship.
All right, everybody.
When our employer is satisfied with the work.
We are now officially in break stuff mode.
Enemy vehicles in sight.
Target destroyed.
I mean, couldn't we just, you know, attach a rocket motor to one of these and handle the whole situation real easy and real quick? Almost boiling over here. Wonder if this is how it feels inside the mechs.
Target acquired.
Time to time. I mean, yeah, mech cockpit temperatures can hit 50 C. Well, actually, they can hit up to 70 C.
Target down.
It's bad. It's bad for you. Ain't healthy.
Our target is now marked. Go get him.
Incoming battle mechs. Be advised that you are approaching private property. Please turn back immediately.
Target
One of
Yep,
our
get right
assault
on that.
targets is flying in.
destroyed. Target
Enemy eliminated.
target destroyed.
On the
Oh, Herbie with an AC-20. Okay.
New target urban.
Well, you need to disappear in a big damn hurry. Can't quite make that. Oh, wait, I can. Okay, good. Yeah, that Herbie just mauled one of my mechs.
Target destroyed.
That's a Manticore. Well, now it's landfill.
Making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone. Right on cue. VTOL on approach.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
The integrity of this place is down to 50%. We're halfway there.
Target destroyed.
Are tanks just completely annihilated by mechs all the time, or are you an OP mechs? So, it's... Tanks in this game are not treated like they are in tabletop. In tabletop, tanks can be dangerous opponents. In fact, a lot of the time they are, because... So the biggest problem... Let me back up and get ahead of myself here. In Battletech, tanks and mechs are built structurally very differently. When mech armor is breached, you still have the internal structure. You've got, you know, they actually have endoskeletons like a person. It's just covered in an exoskeleton of armor. Whereas with tanks, they have a monocoque chassis, it's called, and that's where the external structure is also the load-bearing structure. Basically an exoskeleton as well, as I understand it.
Target acquired.
Now, the upside for tanks is they have fewer locations to armor. Mechs have heads, left torso, right torso back, you know, left torso, rear, center torso, arms, legs, etc. Tanks just have front, back, left, right, top, bottom. And the turrets, left, right. Tanks can actually take a lot more punishment, but they're also a little bit more fragile. Lucky hits can knock out tanks. And tanks, they are cheaper than mechs. They are almost as mobile as mechs, depending. And they can pack a lot more firepower. Okay, you need to...
Target destroyed.
There you go.
Mission complete, Commander. I expect our employer to be very satisfied with this result.
Like the
Head to
Demolisher
Bravo
tank.
point for extraction.
Let me get around here. It looks like I'm gonna have to go up this side. That's better. The Demolisher tank, it packs 2 AC-20s into it. I mean, that'll be enough to core out 80% of mechs in one pull of the trigger if you hit right. The Alicorn Mark III. Triple Gauss rifles.
Stand by
Yeah,
for
tanks
Commander.
are theoretically weaker than mechs. Good luck getting into range anyway.
Looks like mobile units on radar.
Yep, exactly. Lots more tanks for the price. They can have more firepower when put together. Now, mechs can operate in vacuum, they can operate underwater. They are more mobile, and they are more versatile. I mean, you know, they have... Some of them, a lot of them have hand manipulators. They can, you know, they can cover terrain faster and a little bit more nimble than a tank. But they are also, yes, much more expensive. Again, no mech salvage. Oh, witness my shock. But good salvage, I guess, so... should have taken that kill 7 manticores. I mean, I guess eventually I'm going to be doing that anyway, but... Alright, let's just take the Manticore mission here. Are there underwater missions in this game? Not that I've seen. They did have it in MechWarrior... Shoot, MechWarrior 2, I want to say either Ghost Bear's Legacy or Mercenaries. In fact, there's certain mechs that, oh, shoot. I want to say the Horned Owl, the Peregrine. That, I think, is a mech designed for more underwater work. The Undine Battle Armor is designed for, you know, underwater work. Star map, what do we got here? Actually, let's see what we still got for contracts here. A raid by the Davians. Oh, or I could work for the Pirates and target independent. No. I'm targeting independence again. I'm almost... Alright, I gotta go somewhere else and get actual, like... Multi-mission operation, tempting, multi-mission operation, raid contract. Oh boy. Beachhead, I could work for the Kuritas if they hadn't relaxed their, or if they decide to relax their death to every mercenary we come across policy. Just a little. But no, MechWarrior 2, they had a very versatile set of missions. Also temperature ranges. Let's see here. One mission, I remember, you had to destroy the fusion containment on a base. Like a big fusion reactor. And then you had to spin 180 and get clear of the blast zone. Excuse me, keep coughing this morning. Okay, assassination, counterintelligence, yeah, we'll go with this. Take the cash. Tasty, tasty fusion, yeah. Let's see here. They had missions on airless moons where if you breached a mech's armor, the internals would Well, if you breach a mech's armor underwater, the internals just fail. If you breach a mech's armor in
There's a good
vacuum,
chance our targets have split up in order
all
to
you gotta do is
evade
get
us.
one good hit on the
The hot
cockpit,
locations on
and
the
you've
map
just
are
vented
the
it.
most likely areas where we'll find them. Be careful, as they have many supporters.
Oh,
in the area
1070
that are more
cooking.
than
I
willing to
can
die for
can
their
believe it.
goals.
How hot is it at your place right now? Locate and kill all targets. We're 500 some meters away from one possible location.
Target identified, Commander.
Oh, hey.
Cut them down.
Enemy destroyed.
New target.
There he is in a Blackjack DC model. Oh, 27C? Yeah, I'm trying to go more metric. We've been trying to do that
I
here.
have a visual on the target. Take them out.
Oh,
That's one less target to worry about, Commander.
ooh.
Keep it up.
Griffin N. Oh, headshot on him too.
Target destroyed.
Anybody else want to play?
Combat vehicle rolling in. Be sure to take
Kill it with fire.
Target acquired.
Also, kill him with fire.
Target destroyed.
Terlock, how goes the Stompy? The Stompy is going very well. I just de-noggenfied two good mechs. And of course I didn't take any salvage because I am a moron. Well, that and they weren't offering good salvage, but you know. I'm running around in a Charger, so take that as you will.
We've got eyes on the primary. Drop them before their friends show up.
How many more people gotta explode here?
Target destroyed.
And you?
Target
Tango eliminated.
incoming missile.
I mean, congratulations, you've got a Merrick Locust. That's not good for your health, buddy.
Incoming missile.
Nope, nope, nope.
Killed a mech.
Target acquired.
Copy.
Okay,
Commander,
target.
is
Ooh,
on
Kintaro. I already did a number on his head. Let's see if we can't take it the rest of the way. Yeah, the Stompy's going well. We make Crush Crush. Let's see, are you...
Got our target. Nicely done. I'm getting 0 reactor signature from the targets. Looks like we got them all.
Clean kill. Nice.
We fulfilled our contract, Commander. Let's get you out of here now.
Oop.
Hostile
Hello,
location
targets. How are you?
Left target confirmed. Firing. Good kill with that headshot.
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed.
By the way, I'm very good with this mech. Wasn't there a mech body display at the bottom before? Is that replaced? Yes, I put in a mod for the H-Tal. This was one of the possible armor diagrams you get in MechWarrior 2, and I think 3. For me, it's just an easier reference to what my mech's body state's looking like. The underside bars are the internal structure, the smaller upper bars are rear torso, and the main bars are forward armor. What about you, Terlock? What's up? Hopefully having had a good weekend. That was a nice... that was a nice bit of combat there. That was So that one's missing a head. That one's missing its head. Oh, a 4P hunchback? Yeah, all of these mechs were taken down with headshots. Oh, I wish I could get a 4 to 4P. That actually does around double what a standard hunchback can do in raw damage output. But everybody looks at the big autocannon and sees the giant holes it makes. Whereas this thing has, you know, the equivalent of 2 of those autocannons. It just melts armor off of everything. Hold a candle up to a blowtorch, you'll see what that thing does. I don't suppose putting speed holes in the chassis would help, would it, Jumpy? Let's see here. Tishomingo, there is a hero mech for sale here. Early afternoon beer, and apparently one of the things out of Square's E3 thing has memed. Uh-oh. Hero Trebuchet. Okay, what do you got here? SRM-4, SRM-4, dual streak SRMs, anti-missile system, Beagle probe, pulse lasers. I am tempted by this machine. This machine holds my interests. This anti-missile system, we could possibly make a we could possibly make a good thing out of this. Oh, you like the white and red? It's a variation on the Davian Heavy Guards paint scheme, but I was able to get it to let's see here, the white, well, the gray and red. It's more of the Avalon Hussars, regimental combat teams. Which is the unit I played in tabletop. Okay, let's get this tweaked. It's running triple engine heat sinks. Okay. Alright, so we pull the jump jets. We pull the pulse lasers. That'll free up tonnage. So now we got a Beagle probe. Okay, okay, we can max the armor now. We're maxed, okay. SRM ammo, streak SRM ammo. I'm not liking the 2 different types of ammunition to use on this. On the other hand, streak SRMs are kinda good. Damage 4.8, SRM-4, damage 9.6. So we pull this SRM-4, we stick in this. Damage 5.2, okay, that's much better. Okay. We pull this one, put this one in, damage is increasing, cooling capacity is increasing, damage 6, damage 5, alright, okay. I think we got something going here. I think. Armor is... Oh, armor is way... It's 48 armor, so... 12. That's 64 armor, so... 17. Yeah, thereabouts. Okay, that's looking a bit better. We got a Beagle probe. Extends basic sensor range, allows for the detection of units outside a line of sight. Reduces HUD distortion caused by hostile ECM. Compatible with active probe hardpoints. Okay. So this mech, which I will then go and put... Let's see, upgrade with... expanded sensor range. That just makes sense. Target lock retention. We're gonna try to turn this thing into like a, we're gonna have to hold off a little bit. We're a little maybe, out of cash. Right. Right, we should sell some stuff to make bank. Right. Sell flamethrowers, keep the Gauss rifle. Keep the large lasers, short burst large lasers. Grade 0 LRM 10s, goodbye. Uh, 21 regular medium or grade 1 medium lasers. Drops. Okay, we're back into money. We can do this. Little out of cash, yeah. It's a tale as old as time. Okay, see what kind of rare weapons we got here. And then we'll take this thing out for a, yeah, I know, Jumpy, we still need to do it. Sounds like today might not be a good day for it, given the heat. Small pulse laser and a narc beacon. Narc beacons are interesting. It's a missile. You fire it into somebody, and then every other missile in your lance locks onto that homing beacon. Watch, there's a hero mech here that an absolute beast of a hero mech. And I've just blown all my cash. Might not have helped that I was playing 2 games at the... Alright, yeah, that could be some of it. Hero Javelin, okay, this is the high there. Quad medium lasers, dual SRM6s. That thing punches hard. I'm not sure about the armor on it. But it runs double heat sinks. It's also 4 million C-bills, so we aren't affording that. 7 to 10. 3 to 6. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit more confident over here. Sun Prairie raid contract. Oh, why not? That's something I realized after I was trying to find the issue. What, did you have one? Okay, I was gonna say it a little mockingly, but did you have one running in the background and just didn't notice? Like minimized or something? I remember doing that with Elite one time when I was flying to Hutton Orbital. Like, I started up Borderlands and played. Hellstorm. Blinding sad storm with high winds. Well, when you put it that way, how can I resist? I better take the money.
Extreme weather warning is in effect, Commander. You'll have limited visibility out there and have to contend with sensor malfunctions.
Okay, you take the charger. If you lose it, I kill you. Trebuchet here. Let's see what we can do with this thing. And hopefully I didn't just make a terrible purchase, but, you know, we'll see what we got.
Contracted to destroy a number of tactical objectives in enemy territory.
Okay, medium lasers.
We're only being paid for the elimination of the targets, so try not to stick around and tangle with the defenders for too long. or you'll never hear the end of it from Fahd.
AMS enabled. Okay, so mouse 1, medium lasers and SRMs are tied to one key. Mouse 2, medium lasers at... Oh my god, this thing is speedy. This thing's really speedy. Also, you can see my active probe range there. That's neat. Okay. This is a, This is a racer. Which I actually got to drop down to like 50 kph for everybody else to come up. Won't they already be dead if they lose their mech? No, they could eject. So I'm going to go into a little bit of that, actually, and I may as well go from here, and that is the story of Justin
Nearly
Sean.
there, Commander. Approach the hidden object to pick it up.
Actually, I'm gonna wait on that story until I'm out of action,
Ready to
because
start
it's one of those stories that
operations.
kind of needs a bit of time to tell.
Package acquired.
What do we get? AC2 burst fire. Okay. Oh, look at that. That is a... What kind of map is this? Oh, here we go. Medium lasers
Target
tied to the
acquired.
brawl key. But first... Okay, so streak SRMs, they lock onto a target. Regular SRMs are just dumbfire rockets. Streak SRMs are actual honest-to-Jeebus guided missiles.
Destroyed.
Target down.
Excellent find, Commander. Beginning recovery now.
But everything around here.
That matches the class of beetle we're after. Take it out. Target is down.
Destroyed.
Yep, brawl button works.
Kill for me. Hell yeah.
You there.
Destroyed.
Missiles are locked. Missiles away.
Target acquired.
Ow. Knock that. Stop that.
Destroyed.
Ow. My aft torso is not looking so great. Actually, no, I take that back. Oof. My center torso is nearly cored. That's bad. I need that.
Target
Right on cue. Beetle on approach.
Add one more to my kill count.
That's bad. We need those, right? Yes, sir.
target destroyed.
Jumpy, actually armor is double effective in this game. They have basically doubled time to kill versus tabletop.
Good work, Commander. That's one less target.
Ah, it's on the other side of the,
Enemy eliminated.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, my center torso is not looking healthy.
Target acquired.
Focus the commander's target.
Target destroyed.
I think I need to crank up the speed and just go.
Target
One of our assigned targets is flying in.
Target down.
target acquired.
Firing on the commander's requested
Now, the
target.
other nice thing about this, everybody else can lock onto my targets. We basically got a data link here. And I can see through terrain. Different engagement tonight, assuming he does forget. I'll be up for MechWarrior 5 later. Alright, sounds good.
Coordinated attack target received.
Target acquired.
Oh, we got a mech in the area.
Objective down.
Tango eliminated.
There's a lot of stuff in here that we gotta kill.
My kill.
Alright, let's crank the speed up here.
New target, urban mech.
Copy. Engage commander's target.
I'm detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
Destroyed.
This thing works well as a dedicated command and control unit. I like it.
Target acquired.
I mean, it's a little light on
Target destroyed.
the armor, but I'll just poke around with that and fix that up. Meat feast, pizza, and chicken. Oh, that sounds good.
Target acquired. Destroyed.
Nope, you get missiles. Render unto him the carpet of missiles.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Beyond visual range is a bastard sometimes, isn't it? Alright, everybody, come on, hurry it up. God. Okay, you're doing alright. You're doing alright. You're not doing so hot, but you've still got armor. Congratulations. Yes, firing range can be longer than detection range. That's what, like, the narc beacon or tag is another one. Another one you can use. Target acquisition gear. You laser a target. Use a target designation laser, and it, yeah, it lets the missiles home in. The Inner Sphere's technology is odd sometimes. I mean, long-range missiles. Long range is counted as 270 meters. That's how bad the... That's more just how bad the, the mech sensor package is, rather than the missile's flight time and fuel load.
Target acquired.
I can't target that.
Requested target ID received. Engaging.
Ooh. He vanished in a hurry. Disappeared in a puff of ammo explosion.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Invalid target.
Let's see, I should change...
Hostile on scope. That VTOL is
Alright.
on our list of targets. Let's make our quarter.
Oh, suddenly helicopter.
New target Vulcan.
Commander's target received.
And that's why SRMs are scary.
Target acquired.
Affirmative. Commander's target is now priority.
Heard trebuchets can throw a projectile over 300 meters, so they technically outrange them, yeah.
Blade unit under heavy fire.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Nah.
Firing capabilities.
Okay, he's gonna eject.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
He's just gonna explode.
Ejected in time.
Oop.
Take 7.
Target destroyed.
He's just having a bad day.
Coordinating our attack.
Target destroyed.
He's having a worse day.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Focusing on fire on target.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Scratch that target off the list.
Target
Target neutralized.
Alright, and we are gone.
Coming in. All target buildings have been destroyed, Commander. Good job. Getting you an evac now. Head to the marked location.
Oop. Come on. There you go.
target acquired.
Group target received.
Thank you. Need mech-mounted trebuchets. I'm piloting a trebuchet, named after the largest trebuchet ever.
Our employer
The Loop Guru, I
has been
believe.
cleared of all tanks. Well done, Commander. Time
Dang it.
for an attack.
It's on the other side of the rock. Shoot. That would have gone to one of my mission objectives. But yeah, if you can spot a target for your teammates, and it's within the actual physical range of the missiles, you're pretty good. Okay, and an urban mech, which... This thing isn't nearly as precise. Oh yeah, I took a wee bit of armor damage there. Let's go to Kolia and see what's available. That's why you also field occasionally a single LRM mech, which is 90% LRMs. Yes, quantity has a quality all of its own. Okay, large laser. Oh, that's a good large laser. I take you. You come home with me now. I name you Sasha. So according to this, the Treb's armor is not terrible. Okay. Charger is in one piece. Everybody's in one piece. That's good. I'm happy with that. Let's see here. See what the hero mech is, which I think I already did, but what the heck. Yeah, so the Archer and the Stalker are both running dual LRM-15, so I can chuck a lot of fire downrange if I have to. Yeah, okay, that's the high there. Gotcha. News. Let's see here. Well, here we go. October 28, 3024. Grayson Carlisle thwarts the Draconis Combine plot to conquer the Trell system. A plot to isolate and conquer the world in the name of the Draconis Combine has been thwarted by Grayson Death Carlisle and his Trell 1 Lancers. Durant Carlisle and Carlisle's Commando Mercenary Company garrison on Trell were overwhelmed when a raiding party from the Oberon Confederation, masking their identity as the Lyran Commonwealth Relief Force, ambushed and destroyed the commandos. Shortly afterwards, Duke Hasid Recall of the Draconis Combine invaded the systems and took control of the local government, looking to fold the Trell system into the Rasselhag military district. Durant's son Grayson survived the initial ambush and was successfully able to rally survivors into the makeshift Trell 1 Lancers. Waging an extended guerrilla campaign against the invaders, the Trail 1 Lancers were able to force the Red Duke to withdraw from the system. Inheriting his father's Shadowhawk and renaming it Grey Death, Grayson now plans to follow in his father's footsteps and reform the Trail 1 Lancers into a new merc unit, the Grey Death Legion. Big things come from these guys. Around 3028, you're going to see some big news from them. Grayson also, his unit managed, well, his leadership and his crew, they basically redefined combined arms tactics. The Third Succession War, and just over the course of the Succession Wars, battle mechs were, everybody's looking at them like, oh god, here's a mech coming, we're doomed! And Grayson is looking at a battle mech as, this is a big collection of flaws and defects that I can exploit. Urban combat in a mech. You know, you can lure the smaller mechs into blind alleys, and then nail them with napalm, man-portable napalm missiles. In the close quarters, their heat sinks can't vent as much. And they overheat, shut down. Pilot either punches out or cooks. Your choice. You know, he figured out how to use infantry and hovercraft for, you know, not these suicidal bonsai charges like we keep seeing here. They become like Jumpy's GPU. Pretty much, lack of airflow, excess heat. Hovercraft that he uses in, you know, very strategic and, well, not just strategic, but tactically oriented hit and fades. You know, go zooming past an intersection where you know a target's at the end of the street, so you're all dialed in for a shot. Go zooming past, the other guy doesn't know what just happened other than half his rear armor disappeared because a string of 3 hovercrafts just went flying past. Grayson was very good at sowing confusion on the battlefield. To the point where, yeah, they didn't know whether... a lot of his enemies didn't know whether to scratch their watches or wind their asses. Also helped by the fact that a lot of his original crew were defected Oberon Confederation pirates. So they already knew how to fight dirty. Open bounty. Yeah, we'll go with this, I think. Their next major contract was trying to liberate the planet Verthandi from Draconis Combine occupation. That one turned into an absolute disaster for them. They got their hands on... The Grey Death finally got their hands on some air support in the form of a Arrow Lance of Chippewa fighters. Well, they got shot down. They got shot down on approach. In fact, two of their only 2 dropships also got damaged on the way down. It was a bad deal. Had to rewrite the book on guerrilla tactics. Asymmetrical warfare against battle mechs is a little scary for people that don't know how to fight it.
Enemy vehicles in the area.
Looks like we got some bad intel. Our target is not here. Let's hope we have better look at the other locations.
Target down.
Good rate of fire on these SRM2s, I'll say that.
Target acquired.
Coordinating our attack.
Asymmetric warfare is scary when you're on the weaker side no matter what. I mean, it depends. You know, given my own vast experience with it. All this brass keeps falling down into the couch cushions. Well, it is scary when you've got mechs on one side and infantry and hover tanks on the other. Not even hover tanks sometimes. Like, 50 caliber machine guns versus mech armor. Now the most... oop.
Eliminated.
Acquired.
Focusing the shared target.
Target destroyed.
Coordinated fire on requested target.
The most dangerous anti-mech trooper I know of
My kill.
was Cassie Southern of the 17th Recon Regiment, Camachos Caballeros. She had something like 39 mech kills to her name, and all while she was on foot.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, she'd practice on, basically her big deal was practicing balance, practicing, you know, uneven terrain, practicing on rapidly shifting terrain, and yeah, she basically for a morning warm-up, she'd go down to the motor pool and try to do a gymnastics routine while in the grease pit.
Enemy eliminated.
That's an AC-2 turret. I don't want to be here.
Target destroyed.
But her entire MO was, I'm gonna find this, you know, I'm gonna study up on the mechs. Yeah, she figured out where all the emergency access hatches were for trapped pilots, like, you know, the canopy releases, you know, the emergency rescue gear. And what she'd do is pop the hatches and then knife the pilot.
Coordinated attack target received.
Target
Enemy destroyed.
acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
The arrows were a little crazy as when it comes to,
Target down.
well, when it comes to just being everything. They were a little on the eccentric side of stuff, which is always the fun ones, I think.
The whole gang is here, Commander. Watch yourself.
Oh,
Focus target updated.
all right, guys, lock 'em and rock 'em.
New target. Urban Mech.
Urban mech, all right, not too big a worry there.
Affirmative. Commander
But
target
just
is
in
now
case, let's
priority.
see if let's show me a shower of missiles. Autocannon just got taken out in that first missile salvo.
One more mech out of the fight.
Acquired.
Requested target ID received. Engaging.
Ah.
Centurion.
On the commander
Centurion A. All right. Now we're seeing some stuff.
Target
Other
acquired.
target is a Vindicator. All right. Up. Don't fall off the cliff. Don't fall off the cliff. That's better. All right. Don't fall off the cliff. Bad for you.
Commander target is
All right. So much for him.
We're on your target. Commander.
Heat's a little high, I will admit. Come on.
Unable, Commander. Primary target is down. Kill confirmed.
All right. Little bit better.
All
Little.
targets showing up as
Well, I mean, I didn't
KIA
lose my
scores.
center torso this
Great
time,
work.
so we're looking better on
Let's
this
get you all
build.
home. Head to the evac point.
Target Cicada. All right.
Lens target confirmed. Firing.
Let's throttle up and see what we can do about this. I'm keeping up with you.
Commander. That mech is about to go critical.
New target, Locust.
Alright, let's see what we can do with this Locust here. Yes, the shutdown in the middle of combat was scary, and... Oop, well, I ripped one of his arms off. Where are you, you little... The big problem for me is trying to keep coordinated between where my legs are and where my torso is, in terms of where they're pointed.
Target acquired.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
But no, 105 kph in this thing? This is a speedy 55 tonner.
Target acquired.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure. Brilliant. Payload acquired.
What do we get out of that? Ah, medium laser and some C-bills, alright.
Target destroyed.
Excuse me. Not bad. Got an urban mech out of it. That's money. The Stalker took the most damage. I mean, not too terribly bad, actually. Though I seem to be dealing a little bit more damage than these guys, so need to kind of tune that up. And what's in the news? DCMS announces partnership with Kaliyama. Unveils the Trebuchet 7K. Alright, strips out all the missiles, replaces the torso-mounted particle cannon and an AC-5 with arm-mounted SRM-2. Congratulations, you've made a slightly more impressive Panther, I guess. Goodbye, little trash can. You were not worth all that much to me. 1.2... Alright, well... Back to wherever, I guess. Back to Mocan. Alright, and with lunch approaching, Cicada, Hero Cicada, and given the Cicada, actually, this is a good time to, it's got double heat sinks. Okay, that's kind of neat. Oh yeah, the X5. Meh. Collect one jump ship energy sale, which I can't actually do. Had to do some math, but 55 metric tons at 105 kph is the equivalent to 10 kilograms of TNT. Yeah, it's pretty big, but mech armor... So, 25 millimeters of mech armor is able to withstand a 120 millimeter tank round. So they're using space magic basically on the armor, but yeah, the Charger could get up to, I believe, like 100 and... Actually, the same thing, except it was at 80 metric tons. It could do 105 kph, and it weighed 80 tons. The charger I have slows that down a little bit. Yes, ramming is a real combat option. It's called a charge. Melee attacks are... Lady Electo, who created... Ooh, large pulse laser. Who created Rogue Tech, from what I understand, is working on a mod for melee combat in this game. Kicks, punches, just straight up build up a head of steam and ram something. It's... all fair game. There's mechs like the Hatchet Man and the Axe Man that were designed with bladed hatchets and axes. You know, mechs with hand actuators could always root around in rubble or rip out a tree and use it as a one-shot club. Hell, they could even pick up other mechs' severed limbs and use them as clubs. But to have it purpose-built into the mech, a lot of people saw that as a gimmick. But it also gave you a weapon. I mean, an autocannon can run out of ammo. A hatchet never runs out of sharp. Good stuff available there, but let's see what's available here in the market. Urban mech. Actually pretty decent urban mech. So let me tell you the story of Justin Zhang, at least the first part of it. Justin Zhang Allard, son of Quintus Allard. So Quintus Allard is the head of Hans Davian's military operation, his intelligence operation. Basically, Justin is the son of the head of MI6. If you lose an arm in combat, pick it up and use it as a club. Yeah, you can do it. Or you can rip somebody else's arm off and use it as a club. Atlases have enough power they could actually pick up some smaller mechs and shove them around. Grievous harm with a body. Or, I mean, you aren't going to get the Hulk, you know, beating Loki down. Well, technically you could. Name a mech Chewie. Right. I'm getting off topic. Justin Zhang. His father is basically the head of MI6 for the Davians. Justin was stationed out on the world of Kittery, where he was running a training battalion. One of Hans's ideas that you could... Instead of sending mech warriors to an academy, if you had talented agromech pilots just on all these rural worlds, you could go and... Oh, Warzone. You could go and get these pilots, you know, all you gotta do is teach them a little bit of basic gunnery instead of from scratch. Seemed like a good idea. So, Justin was in charge of one of these training battalions on Kittery. Somewhere around here. In this area. But he also had trouble. I mean, Justin was raised on Cyan. That's the capital of the Capellan Confederation here. Born and raised there until he was 5. Quintus was an ambassador for a while. Married a Liao noblewoman. They had a son. Divorced when Quintus was reassigned back to Federated Sons. So Justin knew flawless Mandarin. He also knew flawless English. And I think he was good in conversational German and French. He gets sent here to Kittery, which is on the Liao-Davian border. And there's a lot of tension. Liaos hate the Davians, Davians hate it goes back and forth, at least, 3 succession wars worth. Justin is not making any fans among the military because he's actually trying to get out and, make inroads with the locals. When there was some... This is not just one one single area. The Federated Suns, all these nations are made up of little states here and there that aren't shown on the map. And the Capellan March is this border area, and that was run by Duke Michael Hasek, who is a real piece of work, or another four-letter word if you want. And Duke Hasek was always trying to hobble Hans Davian's efforts so that he could make the military victories and say, claim all the credit, rather than Hans Davian off here in far-off New Avalon. So Justin found ways around this by working with the local gangs and the local mafia. He was good at it. He spoke the language, he knew the people, he was actually pretty good at trying to keep everybody happy. Which meant that, of course, Duke Hasek was always looking for ways to hamstring him, too. And that came when Justin was out leading a training mission with his right-hand man, Andy Redburn, Lieutenant Redburn. You have a training company, 20... What were they? Wasps, basically. Yeah. 20-ton mechs, medium laser, couple of machine guns, Stingers, that's what they were. He's leading a dozen Stingers, and he's got a Valkyrie. It's 30 tons, it's a medium laser, it's an LRM-10 launcher, that's it. Over the hills from three sides come a battalion, 36 Liao Cicadas. So they got double the mass, and they are using it to actually kick, they don't have much for arms. They are kicking these trainees into the ground and stomping the cockpits. Justin organizes a defense, gets everybody pointed at, he's looking, one direction is wide open. And he thinks it's a trap. So he goes over the hill, tells Andy Redburn to try to make a punch out one of their weaker sides. He goes over the completely exposed flank, gets over the hill, and what's looking at him is a 60-ton rifleman. He's in a 30-ton mech, optimized for ranged combat, and he's now just come over into close combat with a mech that's got twice his mass and more firepower in one of its guns than he has in his entire mech. And it has a lot more guns. Justin goes swinging around, trying to use his speed, maneuverability, jumping around. Pretty good. He gets into the rifleman's aft arc, and the rifleman's rear armor is paper. You could punch through that shit with harsh language. He thinks he's got it. He's lining up a medium laser shot, and the rifleman's arms swing up and over because a rifleman can arm flip. And it cuts his mech down. When Andy and a rescue party get to Justin's mech, it's completely gone. The cockpit's been blown open, the black box is destroyed, and Justin has lost one of his arms. He wakes up 2 months later on New Avalon to a prosthetic limb, told he'll never be able to pilot a mech again. Oh, and he's under arrest for treason. Bad deal. So in memory of Justin, let's go out and do some fighting here. That's not the end of his story. That's just the start. Actually, I hope I've got the reputation for this. Otherwise, we're going to have a real problem. Okay, Coventry Metalworks is announcing a brand new version of the Commando. Yay. I don't have the money for this. Oh dear. Can I make the travel here? Yes, okay, I can go to McHenry. We're gonna have to sell some more parts here. That was very nearly a bad deal. Too much time talking, not enough time paying attention to the finances. Catapult for sale. Particle cannon for sale. Neat. Right, let's sell some of this stuff. We don't need 4 AC5s. We also don't need AC2s at all. Probably don't need a flamethrower. We can get rid of one of these large lasers. We can get rid of a couple of those. We got a pulse laser. Keep the rifles. Toss the LRM-10s. Toss the LRM-5s. No, I'm going to toss the chem lasers. Oh, Ray, yeah, that's just the start. Before he was hauled out of the hospital in chains, Justin was... Well, his half-sister was working on... She was a medical student at the New Avalon Institute of Science. Okay, we're good on cash again. And she outfitted his prosthetic with, the potential that, you know, he couldn't actually, he wasn't going to be able to move it like a, you know, move and target like a proper mech warrior could. But there was a ribbon cable built into the wrist. And if he plugged it into his mech's command console, if he concentrated properly, he could use it to manipulate the controls. Which was very handy. And then, of course, he was, you know, hauled away in chains for a treason trial. And since the black box was destroyed, and Michael Hasek sent the best lawyers his money could buy out to completely destroy Justin, they entered into the court that his story of being ambushed by a rifleman was a complete fabrication, and Justin had in fact been taken down by an urban mech. He had been brought down by a trash can. And they wanted the death penalty for it because he'd obviously endangered his troops, incompetent leadership, treason, trying to turn over the Capellan March to House Liao, etc., etc., etc. Hans Davian personally intervenes in this court case, walks in, tells the judge to sit down. Oh, let's see here. Diane Schecht? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Diane Schecht, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Yeah, Hans Davian tells the judge, please sit down, tells Michael Hasek's prosecuting attorney to shut the fuck up, and lays into what a sham of a trial this is, but that the evidence he's not going to overthrow. You're keeping the lore up, man. Loving it. Well, thank you. He, as much as he hates the outcome of this trial and where it's going, he is not going to overthrow what is, as far as he can tell, a legitimate trial, even if it is being, you know, run to completely destroy a good man. There's a lot of political consideration in here, too, because if he just completely exonerates Justin, then the Capellan March breaks away. And then Hans has to deal with multiple headaches. You know, one of them being a civil war and the other one being an uncivil war. Let's continue on the jump, see what we got. So Hans exiles Justin. Strips his name. He is no longer Justin Shang Allard. He is now just Justin Shang. And exiles him out of the Federated Suns. Crap. So Justin proceeds to give Hans the middle finger with the prosthetic hand, pretty much, storms out of the courtroom, and is basically stuck on a ship and goes to Solaris 7, the game world. And that's where our story goes on pause for right now. I've still got 1.2 million credits. Let's see here. There's a good SRM6 for sale. Okay, so I've got 500, nearly 600,000 credits. Can I mean, there's a streak SRM, or there's an SRM4. Can I stick a... Nope, I cannot. Rumbles. Well, we're holding that SRM6 for later then. That's what we're doing. St. Ives, that's going to come in. There's Kittery. This is why Kittery is in such a precarious position. It's a little surrounded. 7 million C-bills, nothing to buy. Probably a good thing, all things considered. Where is that battlefield contract? That's down here. High reward quest. Frontline invasion. Still can't make it down in time. Yet. 11 to 12 on the combat. 11 to 12 on the combat. Oh, we got... Recommended reputation level 6. Okay. Recommended reputation 8. What's that going to cost? 450 in 69 days. We can just make the trip. We're going to go here to Remagen and... Yeah, it doesn't help you're in the 1 to 2 area still. Most likely not. Okay, let's sell some more stuff here because we're gonna need to. We aren't gonna need all these jump jets. We don't need 44 single heat sinks, I'm pretty sure. We probably don't need 13 tons of SRM ammo, but, well, knowing me, we might. Crappy medium lasers. Into the fiery orb with you. Alright. Back to money. Okay, we're decent enough, I suppose. 6 to 8, we can probably pull this off. Assassination contract against the Taurian Concordat. Probably against the Taurians. How good are chem lasers in the game early on? Actually pretty good. Chem lasers don't do as much damage, but they generate a lot less heat. So you can afford to, you know, not have to go for like double heat sinks or freezers on your mech. Difficulty 43, assassination, but the money is good. Money is very good.
The extreme weather conditions will
Alright, we aren't pulling out the Treb for this. We are going back to the Charger, and you get the Grasshopper. We're pulling in tonnage on this. We got archers, we got stalkers. Got rhythm, I got music. Let's ride.
This group has proved to be a nuisance for our employers. We're tasked with making sure that we find them and put them in the ground. Good hunting, everyone.
1,200 meters, 1,400 meters. Looks like we're gonna go south first. We'll hit this base straight south, and then we're gonna have to cross over. Not the greatest, but is what it is. Form on me, people. Come on.
One of our assigned targets is flying in.
Enemy eliminated.
That poor helicopter.
Target destroyed.
And tank.
Target acquired.
And
I see
helicopter.
targets at this location. Make way to the next nav point. We might have more luck there.
Target acquired. destroyed.
Target down.
Ooh. Yeah, he didn't. That guy didn't get to show up in the sequel. Looks like we may, yeah, looks like we're hitting the northern base now.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Bonk.
I'm showing nothing on scopes that can be identified as our targets. We'll have to move on to the next nav point.
Alright, well, off we go. Seriously? Come on, Pike. Wait, no, Babcock.
Detecting unidentified mechs in the area.
That stalker is just getting hung up on something. Forced a locust to play catch with an AC-10. That's bad for them. Let's see here. Diane, no, Justin didn't have a special cooling suit. That was... you're thinking of the novel Main Event. Jeremiah Rose had a SLDF cooling suit, because he was ex-com guard. He fought on Tukid. And he managed to keep some spare gear when he left the com guards. Again, kind of fell off the back of a truck kind of deal. That would have been 3052, 3053, thereabouts. Let's see. Yeah, now here's where I cross down and over.
Target acquired.
Will go. Focusing fire.
Burn it down, people.
My kill. Commander target received. Target down.
I mean, some of the books are good, some of the books are... I still go, eh?
Received. Engaging.
I mean, I can even accept Far Country.
Enemy light defenders inbound.
Wow. Yeah, even saying that was enough to make me choke almost.
Take them out before more hostiles converge on your position.
So, Far Country, yeah. The novel where they met aliens.
Target acquired.
That's a grasshopper.
Target.
Alright. Alright, people, let's get organized here.
VTOL on approach.
Kill the helicopter.
Target focus.
Coordinated fire on the cluster target.
Kill the little guys first. Wreck their DPS. Okay.
Target Banshee.
Oh, a Banshee too. Wonderful. And a Rifleman.
Requested
What did I get into?
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, the grasshopper's already taking good damage. Finish it off. Oh, BNC3E, okay. A little worried for a moment.
My kill count.
Okay, Banshee dead. Grasshopper. Dead.
Destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Tango eliminated.
New target rifleman.
Well, that was very nearly a disaster, but we seem to have recovered from it.
Got our target. Nicely done.
Headshot on him, and we got a Panther and a
Good job.
Hunchback P on our
Now
6.
let's pack it in before their friends arrive.
Make that Hunchback go away and make it mine. I want it. Ah, Scheissensturm.
Target destroyed.
There. That's mine now.
Target destroyed.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
But yeah, I was going to say Far Country was a novel where they tried to introduce aliens, but they tried to do it by having, you know, by having a ship get catapulted across to some unknown place in the galaxy. Because you gotta remember, the inner sphere is only about 1,000, 1,500 light years across at most. So it's like the bubble in Elite, and, you know, finding alien civilizations in that, well, that's like trying to find rocking horse shit, you know that. But no, there were some real bad Battletech novels. I couldn't. I slogged through Star-Lord as a, you know, basically as an exercise in completion. Ideal War, I couldn't care less about the Knights of the Inner Sphere. But there's also some really good ones. The Warrior Trilogy, the Blood of Kerensky Trilogy, the Fedcom Civil War arc. Good payout. I do have the potential on that Hunchback. Ho ho. How many lasers? All the lasers. Yeah, you are mine now. I claim this mech in the name of Spain. And we got some repairs need doing. Destroyed equipment, medium laser. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. Also, we're gonna poke around with this armor a little bit. $88, so 22. Yeah, that's gonna work better. Let's get this laser fixed now. Congratulations, you get a better medium laser now. Try not to wreck it. That's a large pulse laser in the center torso. There, now you get a better large pulse laser. Try not to wreck it. Charger's good, Archer's good, and you... Where is the nearest industrial hub? It's right over there. That's a defense contract. Tempting. I love how Far Country is canon, but only if everyone agrees never to go there again, and the aliens are never to be mentioned again. The unseen weren't treated as poorly. It's true. It's true. And, oh, you know, it warms my heart. It warms this black little lump of coal in my chest that I can see that Harmony Gold has been stymied on so many levels now. They, you know, they don't get to use the unseen, but you know, FanPro no, CGL, Catalyst Game Labs. Battletech now, the artwork is as close to, you know, the original artwork as you can get. They've just modernized it, and it's glorious. You know, Harmony Gold can't do jack nor shit about that. And then Harmony Gold tried to, a couple years back at Comic-Con, Hasbro released a G.I. Joe Sky Striker in Jetfire colors with a booster pack on it. Harmony Gold demanded that all unsold versions of that toy be turned over to them, and all sold versions of that toy be confiscated and turned over to them, and the judge laughed that case out of court. And now, in a check the, you know, check the wind chill in hell kind of deal, earlier this year around March, Harmony Gold had to lift the, had to pull Macross out of copyright jail. Because Sony is making a Robotech movie, and the only way that movie was going to be released in Japan is if Harmony Gold said, okay, fine, you can market Macross here in the US. Their entire empire, such as it is turning into financial dust, and it couldn't make me happier. All these inroads and all this just being an absolute petulant bastard in legal proceedings over the past 20, 30 years is now amounting to nothing other than them throwing a tantrum for a while. Anytime I'm feeling down, I just think about that and, you know, look over at the Macross shelf and just smile a little. Okay, we're here. Let's get this mech fixed up. I'm gonna pull this small laser. Max what armor we can, which isn't much, but... Okay, that's just single heat sinks, damn. Okay, I thought they were maybe engine heat sinks. They're not. But what we can do is, if I had double heat sinks, I could start throwing those in. This is what we're calling a project car. Max the armor. Okay, we got... what, 8 tons to play with? 8 double heat sinks is gonna... that's gonna tune this thing up quite a bit. Yeah, this is gonna turn into a... This is gonna turn into an absolute headshot machine. We just gotta tune it up a little bit. And see what's for sale here, because it's probably going to be this amazing mech that I absolutely love and don't have any cash for it. Or it's going to be a dragon, and I'm going to go, okay. What's this thing got? AC-10, medium lasers, single heat sinks. Nothing too terribly impressive, to be honest. It's a dragon optimized for short-range combat. Okay, it's a bit of a brawler. I can respect that. I mean, I'm not going to use it, but at least I can respect it. I mean, replacing the LRM-10 with an SRM-6 was able to free up room for the autocannon to be upgraded. But... oh, here we go. Something new in the news feed. Comstar declares the Third Succession War over. Woohoo! Spanning 159 years, the multi-generational conflict of the Third Succession War has killed untold millions and kept humanity suspended in a state of technological regression brought on by the two prior succession wars. Yes. The result of the FedCom Accords have been progressing as the Lyran Commonwealth and the Federated Suns continue their alliance with economic and scientific exchanges in order to unify. Meanwhile, the Concord of Captain has House Kurita, Merrick, and Liao agreeing to end hostilities, banding the three great houses to keep the Federated Commonwealth powers in check. The Concord of Captain is kind of like trying to organize a bag of cats and steer them in the direction you want by way of an air horn. It doesn't work. We got here in the mech market. The Dragon, the Firestarter, Hunchback, Javelin, Phoenix Hawk. Rifleman just missing, you know, its legs. Need to give that one to Lieutenant Dan. Oh, yep, I'm a terrible person. Let's see. Let's move up to... let's see what's on Galax. Actually, we're here in the new Avalon sector now. There may be some fun toys here. Welcome to the errand tree. Yeah, have fun, people. Anything for fun here? Oh, a champion! Wonderful! Never touch a champion. Never. Bury it. Bury it with a shovel and then bury the shovel. High reward quest, Eyes on Democracy. Oh, don't tell me we missed that. No, we still got it here. It's just gonna take forever to get there. Urgh. Demolition, Assassination, Defense Raid, Demolition Unknown. Warzone. Yeah, let's keep on moving this way. We ought to be able to pull it off. We better sell a little bit more. Like, I don't need AC-10s. And a large pulse laser is nice, but I've got better large pulse lasers. Okay, now we got enough. Champions T-pose for justice and profit. Is it NAIS time yet? Not yet. Soon. I mean, it's been established. The NAIS has been established, but the Grey Death Memory Core hasn't been dug up yet. And seeing the time, I should probably break for lunch because, well... taking care of the human body is apparently a thing that they need to do, which... grumble, grumble, grumble. Get out here to Tang, we'll be set. And then we will call it for the day, but I'll be back tomorrow and continue part 2 of Justin Shang's story, where, well, he's on Solaris 7, and now we get to be introduced to Yenlo Wang, the Lord of Hell. Along with a few other colorful characters. The Valhalla Club, Grey Norton, the Legend Killer, Philip Capet, After lunch, jump in on... Yeah, I can do that, Jumpy. Yeah, I will do that. Let me double check with my wife because, yeah, she needs... there's also work to be done. Anyway, I've jumped in system. Mech should be taken care of. Alright, I will talk to y'all later. Have a good one, everybody. Nice to, let's see here. Let's get set to there. There we go. No, always a pleasure to meet people and chat with them and just, you know, hang out. So thank you all for coming out. I know there's a lot of other places you could have gone and watched, but you chose here for better or worse. But no, I'm Mr. Moo. You've been great. Take care, everybody. Fly safe. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. And if you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, learn the Steiner Square Dance. It will, it'll help you in many contracts to come. Take care, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Time still to be disclosed. But no, have a good one, and see you soon.